Hello traders out there in Traderland, D7 here with Grok Trade, and I'm in a nice hotel here in Mississippi. More on that later. Let's get after the markets here. Last week we had a pretty big drop in the markets. Indices dropped anywhere between 2 to 4% last week. Nasty little drop. We've talked about that potentially happening, and sure enough it did. And I'm thinking that we're going to get a short-term bounce, but there's something big warning in front of us, so we got to be very careful on playing longs going to the upside. Let's take a look at this. Here's the spiders. We continue up, 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 up. We continue in a rising wedge. This is a rising wedge, but making higher swing highs, higher swing lows. Nice uptrend. We're bouncing off the rising moving averages, looking pretty good on the S&P 500. But we do have a higher swing high bearish divergence on the RSI, lower swing high bearish divergence. That is very bad, especially in the confines of a rising wedge. Not good. As long as it stays going upwards, we are fine. But we are teetering near a top. I'm looking for capitulation to come in before I get too excited. But you'll notice here on the diamonds, we went up, up, up. We pulled back to a support line. We should get a bounce there going on the rest of the week. The Qs, same thing. Up, up, up. Almost got to resistance. We come back down. Broke a support level, but we're trying to hook back up, and we're hitting our head against that on Monday. Can we break through? We're in a lot of support area. We should. Let's see if that happens. But again, we have a bearish divergence. Look at this. Higher swing high, lower swing high on the RSI. We go here on the Russell 2000 and just nice uptrend, but it is condensing. You can see the two trend lines condensing together, constricting. So this is a rising wedge. But it looks like we're pulled back to about a 50% Fibonacci retracement. We should get a bounce fairly soon. This week should be bullish the rest of the week. Let's see if that happens. Financials are really long in the tooth. We'll see. We are overbought, guys, on the small caps and the bearish divergence on the RSI. You can see it here. US dollar had a huge rally, but a bearish divergence on the RSI. Huge, but we broke over resistance. We're at a support line, just a little under it though on Monday. Little under it. Can we get back above it and rally, or is this going to be a jab and we're going to get a nice little drop here? But we do have support with the drop. Gold, drop, drop, drop. It rallied back to resistance. This is in a lot of trouble. Be careful with this. It's gonna, even though we're pulled back, we're at an area of being oversold. We should rally, but we got a lot of resistance to chew through to do that. Silver, got to be careful with that one. Down, down, down. It could rally up. A lot of overhead resistance to contend with. It's just not as great looking to me as what it has been. VIX, there's no fear out there, guys. We're under 16. We're just down below all major moving averages. Not good, bad at all. Bitcoin over 93,000, guys. At one point, has since pulled back. And I'm building a Bitcoin. I have 3 of them already. Not that I'm building, I have built. I have 3 Bitcoin algorithms that are very powerful, that are producing significant results. I'm just teasing that with you to let you know that I will be offering that as a subscription where you'll have access to those algorithms to be able to properly trade and know when to get in and out of Bitcoin, because that's not a security. That, not yet at least, but the government is seriously looking into this. And as we go on, I'll share this with you. There is a pick for the SEC chairman. Now, the President-elect Trump cannot fire an SEC chairman, but can appoint one. So we're expecting the current SEC chairman to retire or quit before, relinquish his job before President Trump takes office. But the question is, who will he appoint? I have a strong opinion on this. There are several people that it's on the short list. There is a securities attorney who I've worked with personally, and his name is Bradley Bondy. Brad Bondy is his name. He's an attorney for Paul Hastings, if you know anything about that law firm. And he's a big dog securities attorney, but he's bullish on crypto. The reason I bring that up is because I think that he should be our top dog securities chairman, the SEC chairman for the United States. So he's already on the short list, and I think he would be a great pick for President Trump. So let's see if this video makes it up the chain somehow. So with that said, why am I in Mississippi and why am I in a hotel right now? Well, I just spent the weekend doing a celebration of life for my aunt that passed away with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. If you don't know anything about it, you become trapped in your own body, and it's a terminal disease, and it takes 2 to 5 years to kill you. Well, she succumbed to ALS, and we had a celebration of life here in Louisiana. That's where I'm from, or not where I'm from personally. It's where all my maternal side of the family, that's where they're from. And we're in that heart of Arcadia area, so it's the heart of Cajun country. And Eunice and Louisiana, if you know of the area, Kinder, Eunice, Lake Charles kind of area, all in that area. But it was a fantastic time with family, but loved the weather, loved everything. And now I'm traveling back. So why am I not flying? I do fly quite a bit, but I choose to do road trips. I don't know if you're a road trip person. I am. I love windshield time. I like to be able to think, contemplate, and I brought up the Bitcoin algorithm because I see the results on these. I had been analyzing those, and I thought, why should I keep that to myself when I should let everybody have access to this? So that came to me on this trip that I need to get off my hind end and get that available to you, because you're probably kicking yourself. I got in Bitcoin around $2,600, so I'm doing pretty well with Bitcoin. And what's nice is that Bitcoin, even though it's around $90,000 now, the question is, how can you still benefit from it? And I think the answer to that is trading it. So you might not be able to put that much money into Bitcoin, maybe 5,000, maybe 10,000, maybe 1,000, maybe you could put 500 in, I don't know, whatever it is. You can keep putting more money in and waiting for it to continue higher in price, or you put in that amount and you trade it. So you sell it at a higher price, and when it drops, you buy more Bitcoin because of the lower price. Let that go back up, sell it, let it come back down, re-enter, accumulating more Bitcoin. So the more you trade, the more you have the opportunity to grow your Bitcoin without putting another dollar investing in Bitcoin, if that makes sense to you. So that's a couple things that I'm thinking about. We have a 101 version 2 coming out soon. We're working on that. Hopefully in the next week or so we'll have that. So there you are, updated. Do me a favor, if you made it to the end and you're still listening, ooh, you're a crazy one. Just say made it in the comments and you and I will know what it is. It doesn't cost you anything to give me a thumbs up. I don't put ads on this. So give me a thumbs up for no ads. So anyway, love you guys. Take care. And thank you for being gracious and not beating me up too badly for doing a video on a Monday night opposed to over the weekend. Take care. We'll see you. Bye. Guys, why are you still here? You just watched my video and now you're still lingering around. Might as well be with you now that I have your undivided attention. Listen, if you haven't done so yet, I highly recommend putting in a foundation of trading, your foundation of trading through a mentor. For learning to fly a plane, you wouldn't just go through ground school before you start flying in the friendly skies. What you would be doing, though, is going up first with your flight instructor. Same thing if you were going to learn to ride a bike, you better have somebody behind you helping you ride a bike. Surgery, you're not going to read a few books and do heart surgery. So every principle and with being guided by a mentor, let finances be this. If you're a trader, you rate you from amateurs to professionals. Mentoring will do that for you. Anyway,